Welcome again to another exciting episode with Structuring Society Through Music and Art. I'm your host, Uspiwe Taker. Today, as I said previously, we're switching up from women to Amagents. How are you, Lebu?
I'm good, thanks.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let's not waste no time. Like I Avele, we starting with our introduction. You can just give us a short brief to who is Lebu. I understand that. In full, sneakers the government name yako and a bit of a short background, and then we will start from there.
Okay, sure, yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm Lebohang MOLELI.
Yeah.
From Free State.
Oh, originally. All the way from Free State. That's bong.
Yes.
Yeah.
I play Tuba here at SSM.
All right.
I met SSM, when was it? I think 2022.
2022.
That's when I started with SSM, yes.
All right. Thank you for that short brief. Then let's waste no time and dive into knowing Lebu before SSM.
Yes.
Let's go back. You mentioned my Free State is where you grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Give us a bit of a background of how's Free State. How was the young Lebu in that environment as a Free State?
Yeah, Lebu was just a normal guy.
Yeah.
From a Kutwanong.
Yeah.
And then later on I went to Tabong. There's a kasi called Tabong in Velkom. Then I stayed there. And then I heard of SSM and came this side. But before that,
yeah,
I was still doing music, but doing tonic solfa at one of the churches in Free State.
Yeah. How young were you around those times when you were?
Not so long ago. I think it was 2013. When I started with these churches like Postal,
Before 2013, was there anything else besides music that you were doing, maybe that you would like to share, where you were into sports or anything like that?
Yeah, I did.
Tell us a bit more of that,
bodybuilding.
Oh, I see. I just when I'm
I'm
just kidding.
Yeah, I did bodybuilding.
Yeah, and what motivated you to do bodybuilding? Because Uno, she did the jiu-jitsu for self-defense. So what was your main idea of joining bodybuilding? Was it shaping your body, like just your personal health, or you had intention, maybe go buy bounce or wrestler or whatever?
With me, I just liked it and went for it and did some, and then it ended nowhere. Because of the music thing, I ended up coming this side and had to stop.
But did you reach your goal with I know you're saying it's ended nowhere, but did you see maybe getting closer to the body that you had in mind with this, or in the 3 months?
Of course I did.
So you have pictures.
There was a time where I was sexy and stuff,
Yeah. What would you say the importance of self-health?
The importance of self-help.
When you were still in the gym and stuff.
I think you don't. One is that you don't get ill like easily.
Yeah,
that's number one. And then even when we have flu, it doesn't take long time for you to become normal again. So it's really helpful.
All right.
That's why I liked it.
And then mentally, does it do something to you? Because we tend to see abanye abantu who are doing bodybuilding. They tend to have this, I don't know, it's attitude or it's energy. It's too much, man. Like they want to hit somebody. Does it come with who you are, or it's part of bodybuilding?
Yeah, I think that has to do with your personality.
Yeah.
If you are that person who has that mentality of saying, I want to do bodybuilding because I want to hit people and stuff. That has to do with
right. All right, then let's move to then the music part again before we fully get to SSM. So back a Free State, right?
Yes.
When you were doing music, is it the same thing that you are doing now with SSM, or you just heard about SSM, then you just move from bodybuilding to music? Or how did you move or switch from from a Free State to here Johannesburg? Can you just put us through that changing phase with you? What was happening? Understand? How did you get to Johannesburg?
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Even before then, before SSM,
Yeah.
I used to play at one of the churches, like I said, at St. John
Yeah.
Apostolic Church. I was a tuba player still there.
Yeah.
And then I played, I think, since 2013. And then 2017, I joined COG, which is Church of God. Is there in the Free State as well.
Yeah.
And then we have another branch here in Meadowlands, Soweto Meadowlands.
Shout out to Nami Meadowlands, Mkheshweni in the fire. Which
Sure,
zone there?
bro. Zone 2.
Zone 2, yeah, I mean
Yeah,
zone
Corner
4, it's not
House,
far.
Middle Point, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we would travel like almost every week.
Yeah.
On Friday, Saturdays, to have rehearsals this side, and then alternatively, so the following week in the Free State, we'll do the same thing, rehearsals. And then, that was it until 2022, when I heard of SSM. One of the guys from church sent me a poster, and then he showed me, here's a music school, are you not interested? And I think it was 8 of us who showed some interest, and then we spoke to our chief priest from the church, and then he sent, I was still in the Free State by then, and then he sent the transport bazwakala pick up akamole for the audition. And then after that was that. Some of us received SMSs to say,
tell us your auditioning phase, because KG, the previous guest, was telling audition, how it was. Were you nervous? Just put us through that process of auditioning for SSM before you receive the SMS.
Of course.
SSM.
Of course, I was nervous. I remember, I think there was Usfi, so Mr. B, and the other guys. I forgot some of the other guys. And they gave me a score sheet and asked me, can you play this? Can you read this? And then I asked, what is this? Like, I had no idea.
It happens like now, like I would ask myself,
church, we do church hymnals, we do tonic solfa, so I was good with do re mi fa sol la ti do, like choir thing, so yes, I remember, and they were shocked to say, this guy is asking us. We came for auditions, and now you're asking
us about this, but
and then they asked me, can you play the instrument you're getting? I was having a tuba with me. This the church, no, not this one. That one is a bit bigger than this one.
Oh, okay.
The YBB.
So, now I'm starting to get the bodybuilding, and you picking up the bigger instrument, right?
Sure, bro. So yes, I told them, yes, I can play something for you. And I remember I played a chorus called I Will Make You Fishers of Men. That one is strictly from Church of God. You can't hear it anywhere else. So I played that chorus, and like they were amazed.
Sold. Same time.
So I didn't even take long. After that piece, they told me, man, we will call you. And then that was it. And then I think they did a bit of oral, and then after oral I left. Just like that. Yes.
And then after the audition, then how did you meet the other members of SSM? Like, what was it, in a hall or a practice? You started to meet the family of SSM. I think after the audition, you received the SMS.
Yes.
You are successful. So take us through also when you started meeting the family officially. After auditions.
So after auditions, I went back to Free State. Remember, I was staying in the Free State. So I went back home, and then I don't remember, after 2-3 weeks, they send the SMS, and then man, congratulations and stuff. And then we told again the chief priest from church, our pastor, to say, man, we've made it. Can you please assist? And then he sent the cars again, and then we came this side. They were still at Soweto Theatre. In
Soweto.
In Jabulani, yes.
Jabulani,
So we went there. I think the first time we went, what was happening? I can't remember well, but I think there was a meeting or something like that for introductions and stuff. And then we were seated there in the Blue Theatre.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I know the
that's
theater.
yeah. There was Ubungi, where Ubungi has been here for so long. There was
Yeah.
Sabu Tato and other members. Yes.
Yeah,
And then we
shout out
met.
to the members who've been here from
Yes.
day
Yes.
one, like your Michelle. Like I've
Yeah,
seen
Michelle. Yeah,
pictures now
Michelle as well.
where they were still
Yes,
kids. Yeah.
they were still young. Abun Tati,
Yeah.
Mukone. Yeah.
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 Right, then.
They're still pushing even today.
Then let's progress from you meeting the family or SSM. Okay. Besides playing an instrument, or you can just be specific about the instrument you play and take us through the process of how does one need to hold or how to play the instrument that you actually play.
Okay. I think this is the easiest one to hold.
Yeah.
But to learn, I think it also depends on you. How serious. Let me tell you the story. I think we jumped.
Yeah.
While I was still in the Free State.
Yeah.
Right? So for one to learn an instrument, some would tell you I took 6 months to learn an instrument. Some would say I took 2 months. Like it differs. But with me, I think it took me for like 2-3 weeks.
Wow, that was quick.
But I wasn't learning this one at first. I was playing euphonium. It's smaller than this one. Yeah, it only depends on your seriousness and nothing else.
Yeah.
So I think when you are new, usually with these churches, when you are new, they give you cymbals. You play cymbals. Do you know cymbals most? This round one, gold. Yeah. So I think I played that only once. When I got there, and then the following week there was a funeral that we had to attend. And then I played there, and that was it for me with the cymbals. And then I went straight to the instrument.
So do you think with having to grasp certain things quicker compared to others, does it come with it being naturally new, the music, or it comes down with your interest, the push or the effort you put towards whatever instrument you're playing, which will determine the outcome or the span that you spend practicing and knowing the instrument? Or is it something that you are naturally born with?
I think with that one also, it depends on a person, because back then I would consider myself being slow. I don't grasp that fast like other people would do. I remember even at school, but I would do well. But I needed more time to work on things, like practice more, And then let me, what can I say? When I was learning the instrument, the euphonium instrument, I would even write myself songs when I'm at the rehearsal. Okay, this is the melody, da. And I would write that myself. I didn't know by then. I would write like do instead, like do mi, the range and stuff. But I would do do. Like, you understand that that's how serious I was with the learning of the instrument. So
I think it counts with also the seriousness of the person when it comes to learning whatever it could be, an instrument or anything. All right, guys, sweet. So now that you are part of SSM, right? How did you feel? Because I like to ask this question. I'm asking for people who are not joining SSM.
Okay.
When you were starting to become the family of SSM, how was the welcome? Was it warm? Was it something where you need to find your position so that you get noticed by the SSM, or it was just a homely welcome? You are part of SSM, you feel at home, or it took you a bit of a foot to find your feet?
Yeah, I can say it took me some time to feel welcome and start noticing some of the other things. I remember it was the three of us. We were friends. Everything we would go together. If people sit there, we would isolate ourselves. We were still new by then. So I think things like student camp, your events, we had Windworks Festival in Cape Town. So things like that, that's when we started to now coming together, knowing each other, and then started associating with other people and stuff. Yeah, but besides that, it took time for us.
So you would say traveling.
Yes, having events like your student camp.
On student camps, what do you usually do as SSM?
Okay, we go there, we do workshops. We have our party systems. Like they pair you guys with the 4 groups. Like you have your bodies. Le way for more bodies. Everything that you do, you can't do it without your bodies. They need to be
so
4
they are
of you
preaching
guys.
The team to be more
know each other. And never okay, you and you are friends.
No, they make sure that
I think
mentally, what would you say such experience has done to your thinking, the way you see things?
One, I would say responsibility. At some point it teaches you how to be responsible and take care of each other, know the kids understand that, because ngwana umubona from a distance umubona ke ole happy walla, but I don't understand exactly kunje once lena I was like this kid and this is what I needed. And
Right. Would you say it's important for organizations to have such, besides being a musical school, any organization where there's such things, where activities, people get to know each other regardless the age group? Would you say it's vital for a company to have such?
I think it really is. For example, you can see if there's a certain company, hence I think they having a team buildings and, make people get to know each other more, teach one another what they don't know, and then I think it really is important.
That's beautiful, my brother. That's beautiful. So now, how many trips have you had since 2022? Not to say you will say the exact number, like how often do SSM travel, maybe in a year, since you are part of?
So many. Yes, so many. Okay, let me say 2022, my first event that I attended. Which one was it? Okay, but I think we had where we were gonna have a show, a Soweto theater. Then we had to go past out there. And we went to the malls, we played, and then we gave away our flyers for people to buy tickets. And then from there, like almost every week with SSM, there's
always an event.
Hence I think even now they look for the full-time staff in the office, so that when we travel and have these events, we don't delay and end up having backlog. And then and for the first time ever in 2022, I went to Cape Town.
I saw the pictures, even the videos. That's dope.
There's so many happy.
How was the interaction with other kids from other provinces like Cape Town?
I think because it's kind of, you don't have a choice. So you guys, one way or another, you have to talk to each other, interact. So it's good. It has been good.
And then, I heard you mentioning the office barriers. Besides playing an instrument for SSM, what other position are you playing in the organization for people who are watching?
Okay, so I think I was very fortunate. When I got here 2022, I auditioned, I joined the orchestra, I played until year end, and then early 2023 they called me forward. I got myself an internship, and then later along the year, I think it was in September, if not October, I got myself a position. I did logistic and events coordination, and then towards the end of 2023, I did general administration until this year, last month. I'm as we speak now, I'm handing over to Annalise. She's now our general administrator.
Shout out. So, clearly there's growth in SSM beside being part of the orchestra. because the reason that we also doing these interviews, we want like your peers to hear it from you, not from the owner, SSM, or the CEO.
Yes.
So at least if they're hearing such testimonies about SSM, we would say no. Besides joining SSM and being part of orchestras, if you have certain qualifications, because qualifications, he wants people who are qualified to play certain roles. It's showing development and improvement in an organization, that you get motivated also as a person who plays an instrument, that now you have an additional role beside playing an instrument. You're doing operations now of the company. All right, that's great. So moving on, it's just that now the reason I feel like I'm going back with these questions, you didn't give enough explanation ye Free State to ye Phezulu. Me, I'm from Soweto. Some people are not from there, and most of SSM, I don't think they're from Free State. So in Free State, compared to what you have experienced at Johannesburg, what's the difference between Free State and this side?
Okay.
Like you growing up in that area, knowing whatever you knew there, and comparing to this side.
Yeah, I think with that one, with Free State, ne?
Yeah,
Free State, ne kile muthu wa Mokasi nje, I go to school, come back home, sit. Yeah, next na the friends and like.
Were you in a were you in a situated in a rural place or area as a Free State, or it was a suburb or modern time?
Not modern, not rural, but I think in between the
moderate,
more like who deep quiet, mona dija fast, and then mona normal, just a normal life. And then Aneximo to Astrata, man. I cannot tell much, but I think one of the things I can say about Kasi and Kilikoyona, like unalibo clever, no see so I think to avoid lady laws as well, whatever the parents, but don't go there, don't associate na libatuba so one. So I would go to school, like feel like going to get my ketlan sato to well, I must cook like quickly, and then kimutulele atlap Spanish na night shift, and then in daily life in a gay pilang.
Did you get support that you needed from your parents?
Yeah, with me. Okay, my mother passed on a long time ago. Yeah, and then I was left with my father. He was so supportive in everything I do, even like schoolwork. Sometimes obviously I share, but school the laptop and stuff. Yeah. Navela a share like I make sure because then in return I made sure, because my sister like the custody and go on. Yeah. So I was left with him the sibling stack much after. Right. So and then compared to this side I think I'm exposed to anything. I have to push for myself because I have no one else. I have my other friend. Who is so supportive.
But shut up. Emergency. They don't really speak off. Understand?
So, I think this side, they realize because I have to face them head on.
Now that you pop that bubble of your personal life, I don't mean to dive into deep to it, but would you say in your journey, or anybody's journey, it's important to have a supportive friend, as you would say?
Yes.
Like, what things would you point out having a friend like that? You know, because most people are what is it? Successful. When I read their stories, most of the time, but didn't have like a female friend who was close to them, who would push them. But you having that experience, it's the same question I've asked Usmamane when he came to our show. Does he get his support from his loved one? Like, a friend, as you would say. Yeah, he did advise it with, yeah, it plays a role. I understand that. So, and can you just elaborate more, Guti? Just to give no mama some flowers, Guti. Shout out, you played a role in my life with this and that. It doesn't have to be the whole thing, but just the importance of having that in your life.
Okay, sure, bro. Yeah, I think I would say yes.
Yeah,
it is important to have someone who would.
Yeah. Why?
Because one,
yeah.
Everyone has their opinion. Some would tell you if you wanna make it in life, you mustn't entertain such. And then some would say behind every successful man there's a woman.
Yeah.
Defending a mother or So let's start here. While I was in the Free State, when I saw the poster and the poster was sent to me, I had to come auditions. Okay. For audition, and then I auditioned, I passed, and then now I had to move this side. Unfortunately, my father retired from work in 2020.
Okay.
And that was 2022, meaning 2 years later. I had to move this side, be on my own, pay rent, buy food and stuff. So she was there to say, man, you need to come this side and try this thing out. You never know what would happen. And then if Vele Wapota, I'm there. Trust me, I'm there. And she was there 100%. So I would say yes.
Shout out to the females who are supporting Emergency, who are in a journey of discovering themselves and making themselves something in life. It's important. I understand that, as you say. The reason I wanted you to say it, you having that first-hand experience, you'll be able to actually tell it properly, because it's in a singamakabane, I understand that. So, but thank you. You mentioned 2020. How was 2020 with SSM? You said, no, you joined SSM 2022.
Yes,
okay, but let's retract. How was 2020 for you, the COVID time?
The COVID time was very challenging, bro.
What were you busy with around those times? Were you still fidgeting with music and church, like you said, or
that time? Remember, after matric, I did nothing. I didn't go to tertiary or college or anything. But I was just sitting at home. But lucky enough, my father just retired during that year, so there was money, we were good, and
I was small like that,
I was drinking a lot.
But that's thoughtful of him, because families, especially black families, such things, they don't come easy. But even if your dad was working, most families, they don't see what happened to that money or what happens to the money, But having a father who's thoughtful with, my son is pursuing this, let me invest and support with whatever I have. That's beautiful. You were one of those fortunate people, because umhlaba, you know how it is. It's not like that for everybody.
No, even others after retiring, they just disappear.
They just disappear. Some they tend to invest into which it's not even gonna build their own kids. Understand? Like buying a Mercedes Benz after retirement to unaboma 60 something. First thing, it's gonna be expensive to maintain that car, which is deflating your money. Understand that? Because there's another idea. So we black communities bangabamba nokuthi, you see, bonke labantu abaretire, if they were to combine the funding, how many businesses will black people have? Just like this show, I'm sorry to divert kancane, I blew it, I understand. You see black people complaining about not having money and success, but when they're given that opportunity to actually activate something, they end up misusing.
Also, it's because of being stubborn.
Yeah.
You know, we black people, most of the time, you can't tell us anything.
Yeah.
If I get money now and then you tell me go look for a financial advisor, I will tell you, bro, wait a
Yeah,
minute,
I
this
think
is my
also the
money.
struggle itself,
Yeah.
it played a role whereby umuntu omnyama usokole kakhulu.
Yeah,
So
you're
the
not
conditioning
used to
of
this, yeah.
being poor
Aish.
and all that, the minute you pop, bruh, you land the Ferrari, not knowing that that Ferrari is gonna take the half of your check, I understand. But yeah, that's wise for your dad to put you on. I'm still giving him his flowers. He played a huge role because Jobangisho, it's not the same for everybody.
Yes,
I understand that, but thank you. And still diving back to a Free State. I don't know why I like to say Mafikeng. Mafikeng is part of Free State, right?
Mafikeng. No. Mafikeng, isn't it in the northwest? Mafikeng.
I want to say as exposed and let me stick to Free State. I'll try to.
Yeah, Mafikeng,
Yeah.
I think is in.
So how's the schooling system there? Do you think opportunities that side are as much as this side, or you wouldn't say?
That side, yes, there is education.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you listen to the radio, you listen to the results.
Yeah.
In January and stuff, you'd hear there's education in Free State.
Yeah.
Because I think for the past 3 years we've been on position 1.
Oh, I shout out.
Yeah,
shout
but
out,
I
shout
think
out.
there are not much of opportunities like job opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost everyone from the Free State, once you are done with your matric, most of the people come this side, and
Yeah.
there are no opportunities, I guess. Yeah.
Right. Then let's move back to SSM guessing at Chief Kulu. So knowing Mr. Caesar, how is he? I'm not saying expose him. I just wanna, like, everybody in letter, I just wanna hear from their mouth ukuthi receiver kanjani Mr. Caesar. Is he a good leader? Is somebody patient or impatient? Does he groom people well? With your experience,
Yes.
how would you define Mr. Caesar?
Okay, speaking for myself, I
Yeah.
say I can take kind of blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that I'm too busy too much. You might even think, or I'm too one shy.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking for something, like for instance, there was a point where I needed to renew my permit.
Yeah.
And then I had to bring like the letters from work, SARS, what numbers, organization number in Gabon. So he helped me a lot. And then even people like students, when they have challenges, they come to him. Like he's like dead to everyone.
Everybody,
He's very handy.
Yeah.
Like
Right. With having such a good leader as you would refer him to
even when, like, if you are hospitalized, you are sick, and you buy flowers, take the whole team, visit there.
Yeah.
Take us to movies at times. Like, go take grand.
Shout out to Caesar. All right. So with having that good leader, where do you see SSM in the future as it progresses, having such a good leader? Do you think it's gonna make it, or do you see maybe a brighter future or a dimming one?
Of course, I do see a bright future.
Yeah. Okay. Why are you saying that?
With the partners that we have, like Mr. Lebohang is one of our
shout out
patrons.
Mr. Lebohang.
Yes. Yeah. Even last year, December, during our year-end showcase, he was there with us. And then we also have Puti. He's our founder and stuff. So with JMPD, Born Beautiful.
Shout out.
I do see a bright future, bro. Things are pushing. We moved from Ekasi to a
building.
Our office, like.
That's one thing I'm taking as a testimony, knowing SSM and Mr. Caesar of where y'all started. It was there at Chablane, so it's a theater.
And before that, at some point, it was and then
Mdeni, I understand.
And then
I've seen those pictures.
Container, so to theater, from the container to the office space.
building. Wow.
Really is a crowd.
Yeah, and I'm taking a lot as Born Beautiful, merging with SSM, as much as you are sucking more good of Mr. MCs, and that we are learning. Not to say he's perfect, but Nama, I would say he's a good example, and when it comes to leading, and also his network is dope. As much as he's always preaching that he wants to convert the networks to net worth, which is tangible funding for staff, for students, for the whole organization to grow. So you can tell he has a vision for this empire, which we call structuring society through music and art. Understand? And then there's programs like your Plowback. Have you been to them?
Yes,
where you giving back. Can you give us that experience also? How is it like when you giving people a piece of SSM?
Okay, I think the student camps I mentioned before, they would do like about orphanage, by abantwana, like clothing and stuff. Those camps were for that specifically before then, and then currently they are still happening, but even though there are some changes, but there is still a Plowback center with us. Like we have Abu Koko in Soshanguve, whom we work with. Sometimes we have events now. We have one. So Plowback center is still operating.
All right.
Even the 67 minutes thing, we still do the events for such. And then Copesa as well, we had a after school program where we teach kids music and arts, drama and acting.
Clearly it's growing.
It really is. It really
wow,
is.
That's beautiful. So with all what you have mentioned with performing the SSM, have you got a stage fright maybe?
Yes, even now.
How do you handle that? With the audience, and now you're about to play. Like, how do you collect yourself? Because one thing I've seen, most people that are out there, they are talented, but certain things as fear or phobia or whatever, it tends to hold them back. So what would you say it's a trick that you use for you? Maybe somebody can learn from it if they are nervous and they're about to audition or perform. What do you do? Do you bite your tongue? Or do you do, I don't know, what do you tell us?
Okay.
For the next person who's looking or viewing this, so it's okay, maybe they can try that. Yeah.
I think it has to do with oneself.
Yeah.
You just need to decide. If I don't do it now, then it means I must just leave it. Because if you are seated there and then it's not now time for you to perform, and then you are afraid, you are scared to perform, then what else? Then don't do it. You just need to push yourself, decide. And besides, Naomi Stamsiza always like you always say, guys, I know you might be afraid and stuff, but just have fun. Remember, okay, we need to present for people, but after all, we need to enjoy ourselves. For them to be good, now we need to be satisfied first, so that we can deliver what we are supposed to deliver.
Alright. And then what words would you like to give maybe the youth that is watching SSM from a distance? Any positive words that you would like to send out to the viewers maybe?
Okay. One, I'd like to say, guys, feel free to come. There are things where you feel like this, I want to join, but how am I going to join this? Then you start questioning yourself. Just come through. You never know how far it can take you.
All right.
Even myself at first, I just came, it's music. Anyway, I play Tuba at church. Let me go try it out. But look at me now. At least I have something to end, month end. And sustain myself. So
we're joining
the mission and vision of this organization is to empower youth development. All I can say is, guys,
since you are part of SSM and with how you joined, is it still the same process?
Yes.
Where you need to audition?
Yes, you need to come. If you can play, music, you can read staff notation.
Yeah.
Great. You just come for auditions, then you join our orchestra, then we move forward. But if you are a beginner, like I was before,
Yeah.
you need to undergo like your practical training, theory.
Yeah.
And then until some level, then you can join
Yeah.
the youth orchestra, wind band, or string quartet. Yeah.
All right. And as you know, our country is facing some financial issues. Would you say it's affordable to be part of SSM, like to those who are paying monthly? Would you say it's an affordable fee? Not to say we can say the fee now, but just for those who wanna join with it, is it something affordable, like 4,000 or less than that? Is it something affordable?
Of course, it is. It is affordable because music. Number one, music is so expensive.
Yeah, I've
hence
heard
we don't have
instruments.
Yeah,
right?
hence we don't have music as part of the syllabus. Emakasi,
Yeah.
You mostly find it private schools and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, it is affordable because our lessons are only 850 a month.
All right.
Imagine for the whole month you doing practical.
But there's traveling involved.
350. And then for those who can't afford, there is a sponsorship. You just need to undergo some processes like do your affidavit. Go to police station and send the documents back to us. But that process can be explained another day. And then you can come for amount lesser than that one.
All right. And then is there a number or an email that is out there for SSM for people who would want to join? Like you say, there's a process.
Yes.
Or do they need to physically come to your space or the building?
No, you can find us on our social media platforms. We are there on Facebook. We are SSM Music and Arts, just like that, SSM Music.
Even the website, SSM Music and Arts.org.
Yes, and then Instagram, Twitter, in the TikTok. We are there.
Right.
So and then go Facebook, lama post or you can just email admin@SSM Music and Arts. Or analysts will take it from there.
All right. And then with competition, I see mostly orchestra is dominated by white people or the other races. Would you say SSM has other competition under black race? Do you face other orchestras, maybe Zabantaba Mnyama, quite often, or it's always the other races?
I can say other races
mostly.
Because even when we were in Cape Town for the Windworks, we were the only black group. So they were all white, and I don't know if around there, but I know the orchestra from Free State as well, because obviously I'm from the Free State. But I think
there's no competition yet.
Not much into, unless if there are those who are still developing and stuff. But I think
all right.
So far, classical music, our thing is dancing.
But I understand. But Mina, I would like to encourage whoever is watching. I understand that, if they want to embark on such a journey which is not dominant by us black people, it will be at your advantage also to have something like this if you want to venture. I understand, because that's one thing I always wanted to ask you guys, since you are part of SSM. Like, when you go out there, do you normally find also another large group of black kids playing the orchestra, or it's always? But now that you have answered, I'm out here encouraging people who want to start such things, or who are already in process, not to give up. As much not we are trying, since we match in SSM as a Born Beautiful, we're trying to expose this in a larger scale. Understand? Because when we met SSM, not we were shocked to go to there's an orchestra, a Soweto theater. Because guys, when you hear the name theater, stage and I understand. You're not thinking other programs that are happening. So this is us actually exposing what SSM is doing to the world. No, even us black kids, we can actually do it.
And speaking of that, even when we first met Mr. Lebohang, we were at the theater seeing
Circle of Life.
And he was passing by, just walking.
Yes,
and then he came through. We are raising his piece, man. He was amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what grasped him the most. Wow, normally he gets it from white kids, black people, and in my hood, because now he's from Ekas, and he said he's from the lady. So I think that's what took him, and he got sold. Wow, my people are actually in the space now. But yeah, we need more of such. So hence I'm encouraging Nabantu who are out there who want to start or who are already in a process, because we might say SSM only, not knowing there's others that are still. I understand that. So hence Nati, we're trying to showcase this in a larger scale on every social media. Black kids, come on, you can do this, you can join. And it's not to say I'm discriminating the other races, but our people need a push. So that's why I need to even bring in young people like you guys to such platforms, and you speak for yourself. It motivates the other person, who's your peer, this thing is actually doable, it's possible, we can be there. Than who's just giving advice. I understand that to the young people, but I don't know how to put it, but indlebe zabo angazi ukuthi umuntu omdala, because now I would say with this era esikuyo, most young people, they don't take abantu abadala as if like they have great ideas, even though they have, but coming from youth, we youth some motivator, and I think that's what we need as a youth, because abantu abadala sahlule ukubezwa. We tend to complain also, like Kula Cabra Makwela said, abantu abadala abanama great ideas. They do, but not we have, but it's time for us to prove ourselves. I understand that. Let's be in these spaces, let's dominate, let's show our faces everywhere. I'm telling you, Nama, I sense I can feel with SSM and you guys, it's going far. So yeah, it's still gonna grow. Yes, yeah. I don't know if is there anything else you would wanna add. I understand that before we call it off, because I feel like this could mean
No, I think because I have a short concentration span, I think this is it.
Yeah, overheater, as a blowing top. But thank you, Mkulu, for taking your time.
Thank you very much, bro.
Yeah, thank you for coming, sharing your story, who you are, and sharing your experience. You might not see the impact now, but in the long run, I'm telling you, whatever we're doing, it's gonna be impactful. Trust me.
But I think for the next coming shooting, I'll prepare myself better, because
this is just an introduction.
I go straight to the point. So but at least now I have an idea. I'll go sit down.
There's more interviews. Part 2. I understand that we're still gonna travel with you guys as you are doing all these trips and events. Obviously the questioning there will be different, but this was us giving people the idea or introduction of who is SSM as a whole. Okay, now when they see you guys could post that they have this interview now, anybody who's interested, maybe udlala this instrument, they be like, I wanna know this type of instrument, and you having this interview back, understanding now the type of person you are, you give them that inspiration to join. I understand. That's why it's right now, it might not seem like it's impactful, but trust me, I understand.
Yes.
Singasayinwevi ngoba hey, you know I talk a lot.
I
But
also
thank
need to
you.
learn that.
Yeah,
Thank you very
yeah.
much, bro.
But thank you. I know you are not a man of many words, but I tried with you. Stretch
Yes.
to khuluma. Hence, so prepare part 2. Clearly, I say siwuvulile umnyango wokukhuluma. But thank you, people. Subscribe to our channel, SSM Music and Art Podcast, Structuring Society through Music and Arts. SSM Music and Arts on all platforms. Subscribe. Born Beautiful. Also, we have our own channel, Born Beautiful TV on YouTube, Born Beautiful Production on all platforms. And today, as you can see, Spiritual Ink. I told you guys I'm a tattoo artist. So shout out. Also, we just growing these companies to be a family. I understand that. Because what I've seen also with having an umbrella, like a family umbrella, it grows a lot of opportunities for people to join in than movie company one. Because as we grow, Nama might not be the first person as a host. We're looking to groom people. I understand, even in SSM, to partake inside you. Yeah, you need to talk on the show. I understand. So yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, but yeah, I think but thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm your host, Uspiwe Taker. Thank you. Asival. Valim cool. Vali vale